Hey everybody, welcome to the Delta Downlow podcast. I am your host, Austin Gonzalez, and I am joined by one of the collegiate team members, Emma Blakely, and our soon-to-be collegiate team member, current student, we're all students, Maddox Salcedo. How are you guys all doing today?
I'm pretty good. It's rainy outside.
It was a pretty thunderous, rainy day out. Emma, how are you doing?
Doing all right.
Awesome, excellent. Well, today is the first episode of the Delta Downlow, where we'd like to bring all of our faithful listeners information and discussion about what's going on in the community surrounding Delta College. If I just want to introduce myself again, I am Austin, your host. I am the lead video producer for the Delta Collegiate. I bring as much of the videos as I can currently on the Delta Collegiate YouTube channel. I also write for the paper as well. You can see some of my articles online, and I am also an electronic media broadcasting major. Emma, how about you?
Yeah. Oh, my name is Emma. I'm also part of the Delta Collegiate, and I'm a multimedia journalist for the team, and I've been here for about 6 months. Um, Really, what I love to do for the team is take pictures. Consider myself a photographer, so I'm working towards a journalist degree, and then hopefully focusing on a photography as a big aspect of it.
Excellent. It's awesome to hear. Emma, you recently took photos of the graduation ceremony, and again, I just want to compliment you that they came out fantastic, gorgeous. I was happy and delighted to go through all of them to put it together for the graduation ceremony video.
Thank you for the compliment. And it was very fun going and experiencing graduation as somebody who just graduated from high school. It's a very different experience, the high school versus college graduation. So,
It's like a little preview of what you're about to see in a couple years, right?
yeah, exactly.
Just like it's gonna happen soon, before you know it. And Maddox, can you tell us a little bit something about yourself too? You were at the graduation ceremony as well.
Oh yeah. My name is Maddox Salcedo. For the Delta Collegiate, I'm going to be the videographer, so the person who's getting B-roll for whatever video Austin will be editing. And as a student, I'm majoring in the digital film track, multimedia track, and outside of that, I like to do short videos and skits, and I'm trying to basically get my skill set up in the visual effects category.
Excellent. Yeah, no, I've seen you. I remember you kept coming into the office and showing me some of your work, and I was very thoroughly impressed. I was like, man, this kid's way better than me.
Thanks, man.
And I know my skills aren't like anything crazy, but it was just but like when our advisor Crystal came in and was like, yeah, you gotta check out his work, and you showed me your work. I was blown away. I was like, how does like some outside third party not already have you?
It's good to be here so far. Uh, I guess for like the first job I did too with filming graduation, that was a lot of fun. It was good to get some hands-on experience and I guess learn off of each other too.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. You guys did excellent work, which brings me around to my first discussion. Actually, since it's the summer's over. I'm sorry, summer's not over. The summer started. The college, the semester is over. Not for anyone that's done the summer semester, but with some of the more recent news to come out of Delta was the graduation ceremony, the high success of it, and you two went and covered it. Maddox, you got all the B-roll. Emma, you got all the photos. And I know Emma, you just kind of mentioned the excitement of like what's to come. But can you guys, if one of you wants to take me how it was through the day, going through the graduation ceremony and how you guys accomplished what you did?
Have a plan. We kind of just like walked around and saw if there's any good opportunities for pictures or footage. And we would just kind of approach people who look like they were like in the moment and kind of celebrating with each other to get some good B-roll and pictures of that to basically I guess encapsulate the almost glory of graduation since it's a very big accomplishment to graduate from college.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess we just took it step by step, like how the graduation procedure is when everybody was lined up to do like pictures before the ceremony. We would get B-roll of that. We'd get B-roll of everybody setting up and lining up. And then when all the students and teachers went in the gym, we recorded that. And then we recorded the rest of the ceremony with getting some B-roll shots to show the atmosphere, like the crowd and the valedictorian.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you guys got some excellent, like I said, excellent footage, excellent photography. Just you gave me a lot of great stuff to work with for the both of you. Absolutely.
Thank you. Honestly, I was a little afraid I'd give you too much because I kind of realized halfway through graduation, like, maybe I should just be doing B-roll, not like the whole ceremony, because I think we already have broadcasters for that. But yeah, glad that you were able to use the footage and it wasn't too overwhelming.
Nope, not at all. I was very happy to see the amount of like files being dumped on my computer because it meant just that I had a ton to work with, and I was very happy with what I got.
Oh yeah. And the final video turned out pretty great too. I will say that. Like you did my footage justice. Pretty good video overall.
Thank you, thank you. I wanted to do something fun with it, so I did the basic pomp and circumstance, and then I transitioned to some Steely Dan because I figured, since we're not getting paid by YouTube, why not take advantage of that?
Oh yeah. Yeah, well overall it had nice continuity and flow and it didn't feel like it dragged at all. It was very engaging.
Mm-hmm. Emma, your photos, oh my god, again, they're just amazing. How difficult was it for you to get like some of those really good steady shots?
Well, so I had never taken pictures of this like big of an event before. So mentally, this was kind of hard. But I know Delta's photographer, I believe his name is Matt. He was there and we had met before like this event. We met at like a sporting event. And so we kind of knew each other and he kind of helped me like calm down and think about where I could be and where the best places to be for pictures were. So that was like incredibly helpful knowing that like where I could go, where my boundaries were. And then I pretty much just, saw something cool and was like, that would make a great picture. And I took a picture of it and I guess it worked out. So
It worked out a
Oh yeah.
lot. It would like, I mean, I know I'm just sound like a broken record, just repeating that, but a lot of it came out cinematically. I would say just gorgeous
yeah, I
Oh
looking,
was
yeah.
amazing. Like,
the lighting on the stage. I really wanted to try to like get that in my pictures, like when I was taking pictures of people on stage specifically. And I don't know who they are, but one of the speakers is probably my favorite picture out of the whole album that I did. Um, just the lighting on the stage looks so beautiful, and I wanted to make sure I got that within the picture.
no, it came out wonderful. Like looking at all the shots, it just everything looked like it came like straight out of like a professional photo album you would find like online on like on someone's LinkedIn. Like this is like the stuff you want to show someone.
Oh yeah. It had great composition too. Like the lighting was very good and the shots, like good composition, everything seemed tight and organized.
The
That
quality
is so
too.
good to hear.
The quality looked like it was in like if there's like if we've gone beyond 8K quality, that this is like 16K. It was pretty good. It looked
Yeah.
so clean and good to the point where like if I needed to do anything with it on Adobe Premiere Pro, I had to render in and out the file, the entire timeline, just so my computer wouldn't crash. They
It's
were
so
that
funny
good.
that you guys bring up like the quality of it because since the lighting in the gym is not the best, I had I think I don't know what my ISO is at, but basically it's like the sensitivity to light within your camera. That thing was cranked up way too high. So my pictures, you gotta kind of like stare at it and look at it and be really picky, but it's kind of grainy if you look at them.
Really, I never. I I'd have to stare at it for a long time or something because I really didn't get the
Yeah,
gist
it's
at it
not like
whatsoever.
it's not super bad, but like I know it's there. Obviously, you are your own biggest critic or whatever they say, so I can see it, but I know it's not super bad.
That's true. That's true. So, and again, I applaud you guys for your hard work and commitment for the graduation ceremony. Again, just 10 out of 10, top tier.
Thank you.
As for things going on in the community, what's going on? What's going on in Michigan, you guys?
Only thing I can think of is the bridge situation in Bay City.
Tell me about the bridge. Tell me what you know about the bridge and what's really pissing you off about the bridge because we know there's nothing good. No one has anything good to say anything about the bridge right now.
So I'm not too educated on this topic because I don't live in Bay City, but from what I've heard from my relatives who live in Bay City, I'm not sure what bridge it was, but one of the bridges in Bay City was charging a fee now, I think, to like drive over it out of nowhere.
Yep.
And I think they're taking it to court.
Ooh, yeah, I've been hearing a lot about that lately. I think my sister got got a thing in the mail recently too, and she's like, "I've never been over that bridge. I've never go over that
Yeah.
bridge. There's no reason for me to use that bridge." I think they paid it anyways because I think it's like what $5.
Oh, yeah, it's the Liberty Bridge. It looks
Yeah.
like by pay by plate, it's 550 for it looks like cars and trucks and for vans and stuff with like trailers or hauling it's 750 and for semi trucks and construction trucks it's 1150.
Jesus. Emma, have you had to use that bridge yet?
I don't use that bridge. I do use a bridge every day to like go to work and such, but I don't have to use the toll bridge, but eventually all of them will be tolls, so it won't really matter in the end.
That's true. In the next couple of years, they will be because I think in the next month they're closing up Lafayette Bridge. So now we'll just be down to the two public bridges, and one of them's a toll booth. Well, I guess it wouldn't be a public; it'd be a private bridge because it's a toll booth now bridge. Which is a real bummer because when the 4th of July rolls around, that's going to cause a lot of
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
oh yeah, because the amount of traffic the Bay City fireworks brings in every year is tremendous. And that right there, that bridge, like those bridges right there, that bridge and the Independence Bridge right next to it, and then the Lafayette Bridge. Those are all hot spots for the fireworks. So it's gonna be rough when that time comes around, and people are gonna be going over the bridge or trying to avoid the bridge, and then you got people that do go over the bridge who don't know about it, and they're gonna get charged later who are from out of town. It's gonna be rough.
I
Oh
think
yeah.
I think so the four bridges, right? The Liberty is the one that's being told, and then Vets, I think it is, and Independence are the ones that are still open. But so like Vets is right downtown, like right in the middle of downtown, and then Independence is like by like Walmart in that area, which high traffic areas for both. But I've gone to Vets recently and they've started doing construction like on the roads and it is so backed up over there and like the bridge is fine. They're not doing anything for the bridge. It's the roads to the bridge. And
Mm,
it's still super backed up.
God, I really can't imagine how the summer's gonna turn out. It's just gonna be congested from like road to road. Like luckily, I always I'm not too far away from a school that I go to for the fireworks every year, and I just walk over there. It's like a 5 minute walk, and I get a perfect full view. Not many people are at the school, despite it being a big field, so I don't have to worry about traffic too much.
No, I actually don't know the last time I went to go see the fireworks, to be honest.
I always made it like it was always like a thing. Like my parents always took me since I was a kid, and I don't know, just me and my mom still go. And if we got like my nieces or nephews with us, we'll take them with us too.
Yeah, I always see pictures on Facebook and it's like, wow, that is very cool.
It's the only time I'm okay with like fireworks. Like if anyone's shooting off fireworks like before or after the 4th of July, it's like no, please get out of here.
Yeah, I agree with you 100%. I'll just be sitting on my couch and I'll just hear something go off and I'm like, okay, cool.
God, I think it was this past New Year's or something. I heard someone in my neighborhood set off a firework at like the stroke of midnight, and it I thought it sounded like a gunshot. I like lost my mind for a moment. Like
Yep.
duck and cover. But Emma, do you have anything? Is there anything in around in the community that's caught your eye either?
Um, no, not really. I mean, this past weekend in Essexville was the annual rummage sale, so I went around and looked at that, but nothing too big.
Like how the annual rummage sale? How many? Do you know how many years they've been going?
I do not know. Probably a couple now. I know last year they did it, the year before, so probably maybe 5 years, but that's just a complete guess.
Fair enough, but it's like a festival, yeah, festival thing. So like all these houses are partaking in it.
Yeah, so you can either register to, have a garage sale and they put you on this map. There's this map posted to Facebook and it's all of the houses that are sort of registered to be a part of it, but you don't have to register to hold a rummage sale. You can hold one if you want. You just won't be on the map.
That's fair enough, but it's still pretty cool though. So it at least gives people a download of title of the show, download of the of what's going on, what houses to visit, and even if you're not on the map, if you know spice up your garage, your driveway a little bit, probably still grab people's eyes to stop over.
Exactly. There was I did look at the map, obviously, that's how I found out. And there were quite a few houses that like weren't on it, but they had some really cool stuff anyway. And it was such a beautiful weekend too, so I walked around for a couple hours.
What were like the coolest things you found?
There was a um house that was selling knives and they were like brand new knives. I don't know anything about knives. It was for my boyfriend, but they were like they had like these cool designs on them. Really really cool. And then there were a lot of houses selling guitars for some reason. Not sure about that one. I
What
don't know.
area
I
was it
bought a
in
pair
again?
of shorts.
What
What was
area was
that?
what area was it in again?
Essexville.
Axisville. Okay, it seems like I feel like Axisville's a place that has like a lot of guitar, a lot of musicians over there with so many music stores out and about popping up
Oh
around.
yeah.
Yeah, I guess I never thought about that. But there's like, I want to say maybe like five separate houses selling guitars. I'm like, where are all these guitars coming from?
Got a lot of musicians in Axisville. But let's see. As for me, my only news from this week is that I attended Motor City Comic Con, and there were loads of celebrities there to talk to, and lots of local people to meet. I uh, I had the chance to meet Kobe Smulders from How I Met Your Mother, and she was very, 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 very sweet. I only met her just at the photo op where you're only there for like a brief hello, like a 3 second hello. You get the picture and you're out. But she kept kind of trying to drag me and my sister back to like just kind of like vibe for like 10 seconds longer. But the security there is just trying to drag us away. But otherwise, it was I go to this event every year, and now they do it twice a year, once in the spring and once in the fall. And when I first started going in 2014, it was a wasn't as organized. It was it's a very high traffic and not a lot of space to move between people. But now it's a very open, more well open space. The costumes, the cosplays, the vendors, the guests. It's a great event, and I always implore people to go check it out. And it's happening again in November. So November 8th, 9th, and 10th for anyone at Delta College that's interested in pop culture that wants to go check it out.
Where is it
Nice.
again?
Oh, it's the Motor City Comic Con in Novi at the Suburban Showcase Center.
Ah,
Yeah. Have you guys ever been to any like conventions or anything like that?
I have
Yeah,
not.
actually, a couple weeks ago, May 4th, at Screamer's Costume Shop in I think Clarkston, they were doing a signing of Nick Castle, the original Michael Myers, and I forget the actor's name, but the new one for the new Halloween movies.
Oh fuck yeah! Did you end up going?
Yeah, I okay. So funny story. We showed up at like 9. I went with my grandparents, and later that day, I had to play a show at Coven in Bay City. So we got there about 9, and the line was pretty long. And we went to the store because the store is kind of separate from where the signing was, and I got a mask. And it was about, I'd say, like 1 o'clock, and the show, we had to be there by 5. And I'm like, yeah, this line has got a couple hours left. So I had to leave early to uh, go to the show, but my grandparents got the mask signed for me. So now I have a Michael Myers mask signed by Nick Castle.
That's so fucking awesome. That's so cool.
Yeah,
Uh,
I wish I met him in person, but I mean, at least technically I saw him in person because he was driving by the lines and he was waving at everybody. So
yeah, no, it's still cool. Like, sometimes life gets in the way of things and you got your commitments, but it's fucking awesome that you got, your loved ones like your grandparents that like stuck it out for you and
oh
got the
yeah,
fucking cool ass signature from Nick fucking Castle. That's so awesome.
oh yeah. That's his name. James Courtney is the new Michael Myers,
Oh,
but
yes, yes.
yeah, and
New
he was there
trilogy.
last year in like April because they do this event called Halfway to Halloween. So I think they do it every year. I'm not sure if Michael Myers, like either James Courtney or Nick Castle, be there next year, but it sounds like they've been trying to get the actor, like the clown from Terrifier.
Oh,
That's what I heard, but
yeah, that'd be really cool. I know a lot of those. I see a lot of those like horror movie actors. They do a lot of conventions, like especially the Terrifier ones.
oh yeah.
Like I know there's a convention in it's also in Metro Detroit area. It's called Astronomicon, and they always get a boatload of horror movie actors there, horror movie icons, sci-fi and horror movie, like especially that subgenre of pop culture. Like I think they had the like almost all the guys from the original Scream in there. I think this past April, I want to say.
Oh,
So
nice.
yeah, so like I think everyone except like actually shit, I think Matthew Lillard might have been there, but like so like it was Matthew Lillard, Jamie Kennedy, Skeet Ulrich. I think maybe Heather Madrazo might have been there too. What's going on in the world? What have you guys been keeping up? What's been going on up and around the globe?
Apparently today the Iranian president died in a helicopter crash. I've been seeing that on the news all day.
That's pretty
So
fucking big news. What?
yeah, I don't know if it's whatever. Like, I don't know if it was an accident or if there was some foul play going on, but yeah, that's what I've been seeing a lot.
Oh shit, that's pretty important.
Oh yeah, because I don't know. I don't know what the next step is. I don't know if they're gonna try to pin it on the West or an ally or what, but I guess we'll see what happens.
Yeah, it's just I guess it's just too early to tell right now. All we know is that it was just his airplane or jet crashed.
It was a helicopter, it
Oh,
sounds
it's a
like.
helicopter. Okay,
Yeah.
damn. Wow. Well, shit. Oh, Emma, you got any more uplifting news?
it's a pretty big switch, but Billie Eilish's new album was the main thing I wanted to bring to the table today.
Ooh, tell me about that.
So, Billie Eilish is a singer who just released I'm not sure what number album it is. But she doesn't have a lot of albums. And I think it was a 4-year gap between her last album and this one, so pretty big. And I've seen on TikTok that it's reached like third or something, like biggest debuts for an album.
Oh
I
wow.
know it passed Olivia Rodrigo's album Sour when that dropped. So that's pretty big for her. Very excited for that.
She's been
Does she?
Oh, go ahead.
You can go. Oh, does she do anything experimental? Like what kind of genre would you say this album is into? Because I know Olivia Rodrigo kind of switched from more of her pop sound to do a little bit more rock influence, I guess, songs.
I
So does Billie Eilish
I've
do
seen
anything different?
a lot of like what type of genre it is. It's I would for me I would say like pop, but not at the same time. I don't know. It's kind of all over the place in my eyes.
So basically, all like alternative music, alternative pop.
Basically, yeah.
Kind of like Avril Lavigne back in the day.
Oh God, yes, some
Skater Girl.
classic songs right there.
Emma, please tell me you know who Avril Lavigne is.
I think so.
Oh no, my back.
Oh no.
I felt my spine age about 5 years.
Sorry. I try to like listen to as much music as I can, but I'm one person. I've only got 2 years.
Billie Eilish is she's young though. She's I remember when she first broke out with I mean the first songs I heard from her were You Should See Me in a Crown and Bad Guy. And
Yeah,
when that came out, I think she was like 16, 17,
she's
and
22.
she's 22 now. She is young. It kind of it goes to show you like she must have, it goes to show you like you can get your start at any age, especially with like in the age of social media, because she must have gotten her start on like off of like YouTube or something.
Oh yeah.
I'm pretty sure she started on SoundCloud because that's a big like there's the whole theory with her album and that's one of the really big things with it is SoundCloud.
Oh yeah, because SoundCloud changed their uh like thumbnail for the app for Blue for Billie Eilish, so she must have gotten her start on SoundCloud or something, or maybe endorsed by SoundCloud. But yeah, they're definitely related in some aspect.
Hmm. Is so sound is SoundCloud still like fairly used a lot? I've never used SoundCloud myself. Can you actually tell me a bit about it?
I mean, I use SoundCloud every now and then, like I used it today, but would I use SoundCloud over Spotify? Probably not. Basically, SoundCloud is like for smaller, more independent artists compared to bigger artists like Billie Eilish or Olivia Rodrigo.
Okay,
It's
all
like
right.
a good starting point for younger, aspiring musicians,
So
I
it's
would
like
say.
a so like artists can go there and just upload their music and keep have their like their full like library portfolio right there.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I mean, I've never used it in that aspect, but I'm pretty sure that's how it works.
Okay, all right, and then and anyone can go on and access and listen to it, of course, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. So I remember hearing about it now and then, like when I worked in a restaurant, I always hear the joke like that one of the tips was going to be someone's SoundCloud card, and then it actually happened.
Yep,
Wow.
SoundCloud rappers.
Yep.
Yeah.
I was just a host, so luckily I never got that as a tip. But like I just remember someone coming back and being like, "I got someone's SoundCloud card and their CD as a tip."
And a CD.
And a CD. Yep.
I would frame that. That would be on my wall framed.
I
That's crazy.
I really wanted to keep it. I think it said hot mix and red marker on the front. It was so good. Uh As for me though, my important news I want to bring to the table, because Maddox didn't bring it up, and I saw him bring it up in Discord. Smiling Friends is back on TV. I love that
Yes.
show. It's so good. Maddox, have you been keeping up with? I think the last episode debut came out last night, so the first three
I
episodes of the
have
new
not.
season.
I was gonna wait to watch that later today with my girlfriend, but I saw the preview of it where it's centered around Alan, which is one of the side characters. So I think the whole premise of the episode is him looking for paper clips or something.
I
That's
think
what I got out of it so far.
I think it was. I did watch it last night, but I was half asleep because I'm like, all right, I'm falling asleep. It's 12. It's 11:45. I can make it. And then like, I'm vaguely remembering things of the episode, but I'm gonna go back and rewatch it later too.
Yes, that is. I gotta say that's probably the best show, the best adult cartoon since may maybe South Park. I don't know because like even though I love some South Park, they've kind of been getting a little out of touch. Like they still cover relevant stuff and have satire with that, but it does seem a little out of touch. Smiling Friends is like you get so many chronically online references if you're big into like YouTube or the memes, and it's just like, wow, I know that reference. That was funny,
It's a
and
lot.
not even. What are you gonna say?
I was gonna say it's a lot of obscure humor.
Oh yeah, and that's not even to mention the art style. The art style really complements the show because each character, like their art style, can be different. Because the main cast is like these colorful, friendly looking little guys, which already in itself is more interesting than half of the adult cartoons that have been coming out. But you got Mr. Boss, who's this unhinged guy who's their boss, and he's like the most human, one of the most human characters, but the details are kind of uncanny and it just makes him look unhinged.
He looks like Pops from regular show if like he had more skin.
Yeah, and veins.
Yes. Oh God,
And
it's so unpleasant looking.
oh yeah. And like each character, I like how there's the what was it, the Mr. Frog episode when they were doing the like trying to do like the super safe pitch to get people to buy more product. The director for that had a very basic, safe character design, which kind of like their character design and art style reflects what kind of character they are, which I really like.
Oh yeah, like if you see someone like if you see a character that's gonna be zany off the walls, then that's what their design's gonna reflect, zany and off the walls. Like I think one of my favorite examples is like those little I think they were silverware creatures or whatever in the restaurant episode
Oh
where
yeah, the eyeball guys.
yeah, the eyeballs. Yeah, they couldn't
Yeah,
like Charlie couldn't understand a word they were saying, but Pim could. Just like that,
yeah.
like their design reflected just the personality of the character so well that you see
Yeah.
demonstrated.
And the CEO. We can't forget about the CEO, the greedy Activision CEO who's eating chicken nuggets all day.
Oh God, it's too real.
Yeah,
It's too real, too gross.
it's my IP to sit on and do nothing with.
God, Emma, have you seen Smiling Friends?
Is it gonna hurt you if I say no?
No, but man, you gotta see Smiling Friends though. It's for those uninitiated, since we've been fanboying and hot dogging about it so
Oh yeah,
long. It's Smiling Friends is an adult animated series on Cartoon Network's late night Adult Swim block, created by Zach Hiddell and oh man, I always forget the other guy's name. I doubt he'll ever listen to this, but if he does, I am so sorry. Now I gotta Google it. Zach Hiddell and Michael Cusack. Michael Cusack, I remember seeing his name pop up in a few other Adult Swim animations, but they both got their start on YouTube, and now they have an animated series on Adult Swim. And I feel like we're kind of coming into a resurgence of good adult animated shows. Have you been keeping up with like I don't know? Have you been keeping up with a lot like any animated shows, Emma? Anything good?
I don't really watch TV.
Oh man.
I watch YouTube, sorry. I know.
YouTube. It's what all the kids are into these days. Their PewDiePies and their
Oh, I
Captain
don't watch
Sparklers.
that. No.
Well, to be fair, Michael Cusack and Zach Fidel. Wait,
Yeah.
Zach. Yeah. They got their start on YouTube, and that's why I feel like we're having a bit of a resurgence in content that's being more mainstream, because a lot of these more talented and creative type shows and films are coming out of people getting their start on YouTube. And instead of having the super formulaic playing it safe, they can bring their own creativity and art style into it. And I feel like people get their start on YouTube are overall more in touch than the people who, I guess, get hired into these big corporations who just play it by the formula.
Yeah, no, YouTube right now is a big demonstration for. It's a giant portfolio for everybody. You can demonstrate your skills, and not just your skills, but the talents of your contributors, your friends, your team, and you can show how far you can really go. And Michael Cusack and Zach Heddle are a big example of that, because I remember seeing Michael Cusack's like animations here and there throughout the years. Zach Heddle I never knew much about until I want to say 3 or 4 years ago when he joined Oni Plays, and I always knew of Chris O'Neill's animations too. But they've gone out and now they have a show that is gaining huge ratings on cable television and doing probably pretty great streaming numbers on Max too for next day viewers.
Oh yeah, because I watch it on Max. I don't really have actual television. I just use streaming.
Exactly. I have YouTube TV just for wrestling at this point.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I keep up with for that and Jeopardy.
I've not watched Jeopardy in a long time.
You can't count out Jeopardy.
That's one of the shows you watch when you're sick and you stay home from school and it's just on. But it's pretty good.
My TV is constantly playing Hell's Kitchen.
You're just learning learning all those recipes.
Oh yeah.
I don't know why. I might be a psycho for this, but I like to watch Hell's Kitchen while I eat food, because like the rule, I can't eat without watching YouTube or TV.
Same.
I just feel like it makes my food taste so much better because it's not what I'm looking at. It could be worse.
All right, but like same, because I have to eat. I have to watch something while I'm eating at this point in my life. I don't know what I've become, but TV dinners are just essentially everyday occurrence for me now.
Basically, iPad kid. Basically.
Yeah, pretty much.
We're all just
iPad adult.
iPad kids.
I was a PSP Game Boy kid.
I've never had an iPad. I have
never had an iPad either.
6th grade.
I did not get my first smartphone until I was maybe 16, and I'm 27 now.
Jeez, yeah, I didn't get mine till 12, but I didn't have any data or service on it, so I just watched YouTube. That's about it.
Yeah, I think by the time I got in high school, my parents were like, all right, we should probably get him like a smartphone just in case. Because before that, I was just rocking a flip phone, and if I wanted to listen to music or anything, I had my PSP, and I would just listen to music on that, or I have like an MP3 or MP4 player that my aunt had that she would sell to me for like $10, and I would I'd listen to music on there and watch like torrented Dragon Ball Z movies in like the world's smallest screen. But it was worth it.
Nice. You gotta do what you gotta do.
Hell yeah, back then especially. So, I'm a little envious of these kids growing up these days, but also not at the same time.
Yeah, it made you appreciate going outside more when you didn't have like a phone to entertain you all day. I feel like you get to live life a little bit more.
Oh, absolutely. I love my video games and stuff, but like if it's a nice day out and my friends are available, I want to, if we've played enough video games, I want to go outside and hang out with them too.
Oh yeah.
Just go experience, the joys of summer. Well, and with that, I think that about wraps things up today for the Delta Downlow. Got all our discussions in, talked about what's going on in the world and Michigan and around us, all the things that are happening with Delta College. Again, if you'd like to see our graduation ceremony highlight video, you can go to Delta Collegiate YouTube channel, youtube.com/thedcstream, or you can go to deltacollegiate.org and you can see all the photos available as well. I just want to say thank you again to Emma and Maddox for joining me today.
Thank you.
It's a lot of fun. Yep, thanks for having us.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know what? Hopefully the weather clears up pretty soon and we can go enjoy this nice summer weather. So thank you all for joining me. Is there anything else you would like to say?
That wraps up for me.
Emma?
Same here.
All right. Well, thank you all for listening, and I hope you all have a wonderful evening. I'll see you next time on the Delta Collegiate Podcast, the Delta Downlow. I'm Austin Gonzalez.